Hey guys, what's up? Alec back with the daily stock market, and today we have the most favorite video on the channel, so make sure you're going to watch this whole thing because it's Sunday Stock Talk. We go over 10 different stocks on this video on what you should have on your watch list, price points, where I'm looking to buy in, where I'm looking to sell at. And today we're going to be going over 10 stocks. So if I didn't mention your stock that you requested in the last video, there's a good chance that I'll actually be mentioning it in this video. So make sure you smash a thumbs up early on this video before the video even starts. Make sure you're subscribed on YouTube where you can watch this full video. You can kind of see that cryptocurrency is being bipolar here. I'm filming this on Sunday, so the stock market's not open, but just from cryptocurrency at 5:15 a.m. California time, I was down $500 just from cryptocurrency. So it looks like we're rebounding now and cryptocurrency is bouncing back. We'll do a quick update on cryptocurrency and then we'll get right into the video. Okay, so basically all cryptocurrency is taking a hit. Unfortunately, I didn't get to buy this dip. You would have been up around 7% on Litecoin. Litecoin went all the way down to $45, back to $155. Let's go Ethereum. If you bought Ethereum at the dip, you would be up about 10% on the day. So buying dips, remember I was saying buying right around $2,000 or $1,900. Don't pass up that opportunity. Buy slowly, buy the dip. That's the best way to continuously make money with cryptocurrency because cryptocurrency is so bipolar. So it's a really good thing to sell when it goes high and buy when it dips and be a little bit more actively trading on cryptocurrencies. Bitcoin, we have up to 35,000. Remember, we had a little bit of scare. Everyone was saying that it's going to go down to 22, 24,000. And nobody thinks that it's going to be going anything below its old all-time high. So if you pull up the old all-time high, which was 2017, December 14th, right around 20,000, Bitcoin never goes below its old all-time highs. So that's not really a worry. But we see a lot of consolidation where it set the support in January. So we're seeing a lot of consolidation around this time point here. So we're wondering if it can break that 32, 33,000, go below 32,000, which it hasn't. It went to 35,000, and it looks like that it'll swing trade at least back up to 40,000. So if you want to buy at 35,000, swing trade at 40,000, get a little bit of percent gain there. It's not going to make you rich, obviously, but it can be a good little strategy there. Okay, so everyone wanted a NEO update, and we'll go over a little bit quick. I'm just going to go over speed, rapid fire for you guys. I know you guys like that sometimes, so let me know in the comment if you want more rapid fire or if you want more of the longer ones in the coming week, next week here. So NEO, let's get straight to it at $46 a share. It's up really a lot in the last month, up 37%. So in my opinion, I'm taking profits. I'm up 16%. Let's actually look at how much profits I've been taking. June 11th, June 10th, you can actually see I've been selling about $850 of my NEO position, right? I have $1,700, 37 shares, and I also have twice as much as this on my Fidelity account. NEO is a great one I absolutely love. I believe in for long term. They are getting very high, 37% in the last month. It's a huge percentage gain, and you shouldn't be greedy on that. You should take your profits. If you've been following this YouTube channel, I was telling you guys buying around $35 is a steal. So congratulations if you're up over 30% on NEO. It's probably a good time to take some profits. However, in my opinion, they can go up to $55 or $60 in the long term. This should be mainly a 1 to 2 year hold. But if you get 37% gain in a month, even if you have a long-term position, in my opinion, you should just take some profits off the table at that point. So mainly I am holding for long-term. That's why I didn't take all my profits off the table. And like I said, I think it can be a $60 or $55 stock again, but that's not saying that it can go back down to $35 or $40 again before it goes back to $65. Okay, so a good price point for long term if you plan on holding for 1 to 2 years. Anything under $40, I think, is a great buying point for. BNGO is the next stock that everyone wanted an update on, and it's at $7.50, down 4% on the day, which is actually pretty big for a one-day movement. But again, in the last month, we have that 30% upward movement. If you've been following the channel, just like NEO, we were telling you guys to buy this one at $5 a share. $5.50. We basically got in right at the perfect time, right at the bottom at $5. So you should be up around 30% on NEO and 30% on BNGO if you are a follower of this channel. Just watching these YouTube videos can easily make you money. So if you don't have a lot of money and you're just looking for knowledge, these YouTube videos can go definitely a long way. So you can actually see that June 7th was basically the peak here. And if you scroll down, you can actually see I was selling $400 at June 7th. And then we sold another $400 between June 10th and June 14th. So we sold about $800. We still have $600 of my position left. We have 83 shares of BNGO. I'm looking to exit majority of my position around $11 or even higher. Maybe BNGO can get to new all-time highs, but that's not saying that, again, BNGO can go back down to $5 before it goes back to 11. So therefore, that's why I'm trimming some of my profits. I also have about $800 additional on my Fidelity account. So BNGO I own on basically all my accounts. So I do have a large position. So basically I'm looking to buy around $6 and hold all the way until about $11 a share. Again, this one can be good for long term. They're actually doing stuff behind the scenes that make them a good company to invest for long term. They're not just a hype stock. They have a lot more going on behind the scenes too. Okay, so the next one up, we have Clover, and everyone wants me to talk about this stock, so let's talk about it. Down 4% on the day, down 17% on the week, so everyone's wondering if it's a good time to buy. So we will answer that question. Now, it's up 74% on the last month, keep in mind, so it's still up a very, very, very large amount, and this one can easily go under $10 again, in my opinion. If you see, June 8th was the time they actually peaked at $22 a share. And if we look, when I sold my shares, I had $650 approximately, and we sold right at the peak, right? So if you don't know how to do this and you find yourself buying at the wrong time, selling at the wrong time, DM me on Instagram, and I have a wait list going on. If you want to follow my trades, I give access. It's made for beginners. So I have a video program that you will learn everything from A to Z. So you can actually learn from the beginning on how I trade, what to look for. And then I also, on top of that, give you access to my trades. So you can actually see when I'm buying, what I'm buying, when I'm selling, how much I'm selling, and everything in between. So Clover is basically a hype stock that got hyped up and it got pumped, and then I was dumping. So I would look at the volume, and if you see the volume going a lot higher than 34, you see it right now, it's at 34 million. If you see it spiking to like 60 million, 100 million, it might be a good indicator that it's going to spike again because a lot of volume is going through it. In my opinion, I'm probably not going to buy anything at least to like $9 a share. I think it's a great price point to go into them. But remember, this is a riskier investment because there's a lot of hype around it right now. So honestly, I would rather buy it closer to $7. Okay, let's go a little bit faster here, otherwise this video is going to be forever long. So here we have Wish up 11% on the week. Everyone wants me to talk about this stock also, so here it's on the list, up 26% on the month. I actually think that this is a great hype stock. This is actually one of my more favorite hype stocks at the current price of $11. I think anything actually between $7 and $12 is a good buy for long term. Obviously, there is a little bit more risk with all the hype going on around this stock. Also, remember, it spiked to like $30 at one point also. So I would be happy to sell this one right around $15 and make a little bit of a percent gain on Wish. Okay, so let's talk about ChargePoint. Everyone wanted me to talk about this one also. Currently up 3% on the day and 13% on the week and 40% on the month. This was actually my largest position in my portfolio at an average cost of $23 a share. We had a 40% gain, so we already took a lot of profits on ChargePoint. If you've been following my channel, you know how bullish I was on ChargePoint, especially at about $20 to $23 a share, where my average cost is. You can see my average cost is basically right at the bottom there. So we bought this one also at a perfect time. We sold a lot of ChargePoint, honestly, and actually ChargePoint, you can see I have a daily reoccurring buy, because not only am I looking for that quick gain that I got off from the 40%, but I think ChargePoint is a great stock to be owning for the next 5 years, the next 3 to 5 years. All right. Now, this one is getting close to a 52-week high and an all-time high. Okay. So if it does go above $40 a share, that's going to be a big movement for ChargePoint. You can see their last resistance was right about $31 a share. So it did break above that resistance, implying that it can, indicating, I should say, that it can go a little bit higher and it will get to that next level of about $36 a share. Now, in my opinion, you want to probably be buying closer to $25 a share or $28 a share. But if you're a long-term holder, I think anything under $30 a share basically is going to be awesome if you plan on holding it for 3 to 4 to 5 years. Okay, now Coinbase is the next stock that everyone wanted me to talk about, and it's down 3% on the last month, not making much movements, and not making much movements from its initial IPO at about $250. It did shoot up to $340. So in reality, it's pretty much down 30% from where it IPO'd at. So I think it's a great long-term position. You can kind of see that it set its support right around 220. So I think that if it does go below 200, do not pass that opportunity up. But if you're a long-term holder, I think anything under 230 is going to be great for a long term if you plan on holding for 2 to 4 years. And if you also believe in cryptocurrencies also. Now, the next one is Baba, and I think it's at a great price point to currently buy. I would say anything under $215 is great for at least a 1 to 2 year hold, and possibly even a 6-month hold I think will be beneficial for Baba. Now, I have 7 shares, about $1,500. This is an active swing trade I'm doing, so I'm currently loading up more shares, and I probably want to get to like $2,100 in market value. You can see my average cost, and anything that's below my average cost, for example, my average cost is $219 and the stock is currently $212. If it's below my average cost, I'm going to continuing and actively buying that swing trade and haven't built my full position yet. In my opinion, I think that this one can get to 275 or even higher in the next 6 to 12 months. Okay, so another highly requested stock was Palantir. And if you look at what it's doing in the past month, it's up 21%. So this is another one that we have been talking about buying right around that $20 range if you've been following the channel. Our average cost is $23 per share. We're up 8%. We have 65 shares. So it's a rather large position, but I think I'm going to be growing it if it does decide to go back down to $20 a share or under $20 a share again, which I don't know if it will. That's why I pretty much built out my full position right around $1,600 to $2,000 is where I like my full positions at. Between $1,500 and like $2,500, typically I have a full position. You'll actually see I have an option contract. It's a long-term one. You can actually see the expiration date, 1/20/23. So you're welcome for showing you that. Also, I think that I can make money on that. But you can kind of see the support and resistance we're following pretty hard. There's a really hard support right at around $30, right? So it'll be interesting to see if Palantir can go above $30. That'll be some big momentum and big movements. And maybe they can spike again to an all-time high at that point also. Okay, now you guys also wanted me to talk about Shift, SFT. This is a great stock, I think, for long term. It's one of my favorites, but you can kind of see they're at a resistance point right now. So if you can buy closer to the support right around $7 or $6, that's going to be very beneficial because this is a very cheap stock. It's only $8, and I think this can easily double in the next 12 to 24 months. So for you to get 100% gain in the next 12, 24 months, I think is very possible. At least that's what I'm going to be personally doing. I have 122 shares, probably looking to double my position size if it does go back closer to $7 or $6, because you can see my average cost is $8. So I definitely want to lower that for the long term. This is also a small company. The market cap's only $700 million. And I think that's why it's a very good indicator that it can grow 2x. I mean, that's even being conservative. I think that this one could even 3 to 4x over the next few years. If you look at something like a Carvana, this is kind of what Shift is looking to become. And if you look at where Carvana was 5 years ago, if you pull up Carvana stock and pull up the 5-year chart, which we can actually probably just do it so you guys don't have to do it yourself. Carvana, and pull up the 5-year chart. Look at how much they've grown, 2,000%. So remember, when they IPO'd, this was it was like a $10 stock, okay? And what's Shift at right now? $8. So if you plan on holding Shift for 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, who knows what can happen? Can they be the next Carvana, and can you get a 2,000% gain? I'm not saying that, but can you get 100, 200, 300% gain on something like Shift Technology? I think it's absolutely possible. So this is one I want to help you guys make some money on over the long term. And if you're a long-term investor, you might want to do your own research on this one. And this is the stock on the video that I actually encourage you when the video... And this is a stock on the video that when the video ends, I actually encourage you to do some of your own research, dig a little bit deeper, because this one can definitely make you a lot of money if you're a long-term investor. They're a great company, and you can come back a few years from now if you still follow my channel on YouTube or Instagram and comment below. Thank you so much for making me 100, 200, 300% gain on Shift. Okay, and the last one that we're going to be talking about that I think we can make a lot of money together with, or at least I'm going to be making money. I don't know what you guys are going to be doing. No, I'm just kidding. But for the long term, I think that this is a great position. And obviously, you guys are there to make your own decisions. And think of me kind of like a captain of a boat. You know, I'm there to steer your boat in the right direction so you can actually get to the destination that you guys want, aka the promised land. So I'm there to guide you guys. I'm the captain of the ship. You guys own the ship. You can always fire me, the captain, at any time if we're not producing the results or if you're not liking how we're, steering the ship. You are always the controller of your own destiny, which is the ship. I'm just the captain there steering it, so to help you get to your goals and your destination. But of course, you can always fire me at any time. So think of it kind of like that. Now, with that being said, we have Teladoc to talk about. It's at a 52-week low, and I think that this is a great one to make money on and currently buy for the long term also. I've done a deep dive in this one, going over telehealth and how it's just growing and their revenues are booming and everything's looking good on the company. And they're at a great price point. Obviously, if you can buy closer to 140, that's gonna help you out tremendously. But anything under, honestly, 100 and 170, 160, I think is a great long-term buy, because in my opinion, this can definitely go up to $225, $250, or remember that all-time high was even $300 a share. So if you're a long-term holder and you plan on holding for 2-3 years, I think that this one can go to new all-time highs again, as more and more people don't want to go into the dot. And it looks like cryptocurrency is going even higher now. So wow, look at that. Now in the last 3 months, we're absolutely killing it. And if you guys want to join and take me on as the captain of your ship, reach out to me on the DMs. I have what it takes. We have thousands and thousands of students now, and we're up 76% in the last year. So if your profile doesn't really look like this, and if you need a little help, there's no shame in that. It's a very affordable program, especially if you have a couple $1,000s in your account. Think about it. If you have even $5,000 in your account and you get a 20% gain on $5,000, that's a $1,000 profit right there. And now you have a $6,000 account. So that's what it takes to actually grow your account. You can actually see I started with like $27,000 in my account and grew it all the way to $50,000. Now here's my Instagram. Actually, follow me on Instagram if you don't already, and send me a DM. I answer all my DMs. And if you want to get a hold of me, or if you want to join, say, hey, I want to join your program, just message me right there. You can click message, and you can actually scroll. I want you guys to actually click on this and look at these success stories. So here I have over 300 positive testimonials on my Instagram. So the first one is student success. We filled that up. Then we went to success number 2. We filled that up. So now we have success number 3, which is the most recent one. And if you want to go to the more recent ones, you can kind of tap through it. There's a lot of them, so you can feel free to read as many as you want. But you can actually see all the money that we've actually been making. So thanks for all your help. I've learned so much in the last few months. This guy said nice. You can actually see Juan. Do you think I should take some profits or let it cook some more? So you can DM me also if you have questions like this, and I will also respond to you personally. So I'm kind of like your second voice or second pair of eyes. And you can actually see on BNGO, he made over $2,000 on 2 of his different accounts there. Now Workhorse, he also went up 100% on Workhorse. Hardik actually said, I bought your membership on January 6th, 2021, and you can see my growth in the last 6 months. So you see actually has an $87,000 account. He's up 200% in the last 6 months. All right. And it keeps going on and on. So if you want to read this on your own time, feel free to do it. I just want to thank you for giving me and teaching me things. So I can decipher the plays I go with. So not only do you just follow my trades, that's how these people are making great, massive movements, is they're following my ways. I teach them what I'm doing to be transparent, and some people can put it to use better than I can. You know, look at this guy. He's up 25% in one day. I've never been up 25% in one day, so obviously he's using my teachings to further better himself and become a better trader. Now, in the beginning, you can follow my trades to the T. I post all of them in my close friends list, but also becoming a better trader and learning about the stock market and option trading will also give you better results. Recover double of what I invested in your class. This is just within 5 months of joining. Thank you. So feel free to read some of those. That's just one success. We also have success number 2 and student success, which is over 300 positive testimonials now. We also have 100,000 followers on Instagram. So thank you guys so much for all the love and support. I'm going to also be doing an AirPods giveaway very soon here on the channel. So make sure you are followed and staying tuned for that. All right, guys, make sure you subscribe on YouTube. Follow me on Instagram, hit the like button on this video, and share it with a friend. I'll see you in the next video. Remember, don't time the market, buy the market. Peace.